Hello mom friends, welcome back to our channel and welcome to our very first unboxing video. I am so glad that some of our RG customers and especially our seniors are probably here to see some of these amazing new colors that we're so excited about to offer our seniors this year. I will be honest with you, I've already opened this box, so I guess it maybe not be a true unboxing, but when Ryan and I opened it, we thought we've got to leave this in the box and let everybody else experience these beautiful colors all at once like we did. So we're going to open the box, and then I wanted to go through for my mom business owners, the first thing that Ryan and I do when we get a new color in, and then our favorite braid that we love to kind of test out the color and how it works. And then I wanted to tell you a little bit about our visit to Reliant Ribbon at Dallas Market Center and some of the new designer ribbon. I'm very excited that I have now a whole bunch of samples that I can match up for our clients. So I want to tell you a little bit about that. And then at the very end, my business owners, stick around to the end because I'll have a little bit of a Cricut Design Space tutorial for you. So before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get to opening up this box. Everyone knows that pink is one of the most popular senior custom colors. And one of the things Rayanne and I do to kind of ensure that our girls have something that's very unique and special to them their senior year is we will only do one color combination per school. So if they want like pink and silver at one school, unless their friend comes with to this and they both agree that they can match, we're only going to do that one color. Now we may mix light pink and navy and then light pink and something else, but we want each mom to be unique. So just a reminder to my senior girls, order early so that you get the color you want. But what we were excited about this is this gives us some different pink hues. Not just for that reason, but just because they're beautiful. So everything in this box is kind of in the pink hue, and I'll tell you, they look amazing together as well. So let's open this box, and you can see all of these beautiful new colors. Now, all of this ribbon is the Reliant 4700 line. And I know I talked about that in our Ultimate Ribbon video. This is the this is the softer ribbon that we mainly use just to get all these beautiful custom senior colors. You wouldn't want to braid with it by itself because it's pretty soft. It's really close to what like the florist would use. And so we back it with our McGinley Luster or maybe a 5400 Reliant. And that allows us to bring all these amazing colors to the moms. So here it is. This is all Reliant 4700 quartz, wildberry, and rosewater. So I will tell you, I know we talked about it. Quartz is we use quartz. Quartz is the one that we use and mix with our rose gold. We put it with rose gold imprint, and then we maybe put either silver or gold diamond dust. These other colors, I did say in that ribbon video that they were like going to be my go-to, and I had never ordered them before. And you're probably like, well, how do you know? Well, when we were our bling retreat back in March, a couple of my cohorts had some of their color cards, or they had some of this ribbon, and we were kind of playing with it. And I was like, Rain and I were like, we love wildberry and we love rosewater, but what we really think we're gonna love, and we'll test it out here in just a minute and see, is we think we're gonna love all three together. So let me take all this out, and we'll look at this catalog that also came, because of course they have to tempt me to see what other ribbon that I might want to buy from them. So let's glance at this catalog while we get this ribbon out, just so you can see if you order from Reliant. And of course I did have to order this directly through Reliant through my wholesale account. The 4700 line, these colors aren't available through those other suppliers that I mentioned in the video that you can buy even if you're buying retail to make on your own. The reason is just because they're not as common, right? And so I had to go through Reliant, and they always, of course, send me this beautiful catalog with all this stuff in it. And where I struggle is that I want everything, right? But the other struggle is I don't know, let's say I open up this and I'm looking at burgundy or I'm looking at purple. I know if I order from Reliant that it's more than likely going to match my ribbon, but each one of their lines are a little bit different. And so I always struggle with, do I really want to order a ribbon and not know if it's going to match? And Rayanne didn't get to go with us because I'm sure y'all always wonder, where is Rayanne? Why am I always having to deal with Sabrina? Rayanne is a teacher, and so right now she's kind of in her crunch season, but I promise you that you will see her very, very soon. But what I want to do is, let me pack the rest of this box away, and I want to show you what I discovered when we went to our visit to Dallas Market Center, and how I'm so excited that I think it's going to allow me to really have and show some options to some of our customers. And I think my mom business owners will appreciate it as well. So I will be right back. First, let's look at the first thing Rayanne and I do when we get a new custom color in, and then we'll look at our favorite braid, and I'll just give you a little bit of a hint. I've already done that braid and put these 3 colors together, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So what we do is we always make a new card, and we use these cards for our consults. We'll do video consults for our clients, usually up to around June 30th of every year. And so these really help us be able to kind of show them the combination. I mean, oh my goodness, look at all these beautiful pink color choices we're gonna there. There's that hot raspberry. Remember I told you that was in that ribbon video, that was like one of the famous ones and a little bit harder to find. I just love that I can lay this out for my clients, and they can see even over video and really get a choice, and then we can mix some things together. Now, what I also usually will do, here's a little preview of it. The victory braid is my favorite braid for kind of getting an idea just visually for myself of what the color combinations are going to look like. But what I usually will do for consults, just to save on ribbon, is I'll only do about this much. And so for instance, I had a customer that couldn't decide if they wanted to go pink and silver or pink and gold, and then they also thought, well, do I want to throw a little bit of navy in there? So we just put some ones together before their appointment, and they kind of, that way they could visually look at it. What I do for my bum business owners as a tip is I don't throw these away or undo the ribbon. I just have a little bin in my craft room and I just throw them in there, because usually the popular ones we end up doing from year to year. Of course we do limit them, but we do them from year to year. So that's, I think, a good way to do it. You may have another favorite braid. Again, as I always say, this is preference, but I love using the victory braids to kind of display all those color options. So speaking of that, of course, with the magic of video, I was able to make a victory braid. And I will say, I had thought about doing a victory braid tutorial, but Rayanne is not here. And we actually start the victory braid a little bit differently. I struggled, I'll be honest with you, I struggled with that braid, and it wasn't the braid itself, it was starting the braid. And I think there's a couple ways to start this braid. And for me, I think it had to do with my hands being a little bit smaller and being able to start the braid good. And just one day I was in my craft room and I thought, I'm going to learn this braid. And I turned on YouTube on my TV, and Rhonda from Rhonda's Creative Corner, who I absolutely adore. You should look at her. Not only does she do homecoming mums, but she does amazing wreaths. But she had a tutorial for it. So I opened it up and I thought, you know what, let's just see. And she started it a little bit of a different way. And I'll put a video up there so you can kind of see how I started it. And Rayanne and I will do a video on the victory braid, but I'm a firm believer that you should look at multiple. You should look at multiple. If you don't get it with one person, go look at another person. And the victory braid's a prime example. I could not get it. And then when I started it this new way that I have up here, it was great. So I will link Rhonda's tutorial down below and you should go watch it. Not only is it a great tutorial, but she uses this beautiful mint color in mint imprint. But let's move on for I know what you've been waiting for, and that's to see this ribbon all together. And guys, I think it's beautiful. I love it. I did it, so let me show you what I used. I used, of course, the rose water, the wild berry, and the quartz. I did a number 3 ribbon rose water. I'm kind of funny that way. I love my victory braids to have a number 3 in it. I just feel like it really gives a little extra special touch to them. And then what I did is I used this Imprint. It's a diamond. I believe I got this one from Bernie, and then silver diamond dust, and then of course white. I will tell you that with the Wildberry, and I don't know if you can see it when I start it, the Wildberry has 2 whites underneath it to help make sure right here that it stays really bright white. And then I don't know if you guys can see how close it is, but I don't know if you remember I talked in the video that the Reliant width is a little bit different than McGinley. And can you see how that little bit of white pops out? And I think it looks really pretty. So I am in love with this braid. If you are maybe my upcoming senior girl or any senior girl that's watching our video and you've fallen in love with this, but maybe you're not in our market, or maybe we're already sold out, or maybe we've already offered this color somewhere, there is at the bottom of all of our videos a link to the Mums Inc. Find a Directory, or Find a Mum, basically, directory. And it's mom professionals all over the state of Texas. They're part of our Mums Inc. group, and I think that that's a great resource for you to start, because there's pictures, and you can not only find somebody that's in your area, but maybe somebody's that design option matches yours. Because you know what? The way Ray and I do our mums, or our designs, may not be exactly what you want. Every mum designer has a different design, because it's a craft, and that's what makes us unique, and that's what I'm so proud about. So make sure to check that out as well. What I want to do now is show you what I'm so excited about after I went to Reliant Ribbon. And so let me put a little picture up, maybe a video if I can get it to fit in there. Rain wasn't able to go because she was teaching, but I went with one of my other mom friend cohorts, and we had so much fun. Not only did we get to see all this beautiful ribbon, but what we didn't know is they will let you, with all those walls and walls of ribbon, you can cut a little sample for yourself. And so guys, look, let me scoot this over so you can really see and appreciate this. Look at all of this ribbon that I was able to get at the Reliant Dallas Market Center. And what I plan on doing now is, instead of just looking at that catalog and wondering, does this ribbon match? How is it going to look? Is I'm gonna work on inventorying this, and I'll do a video on that as well, because I inventory my wired designer ribbon just a little bit slightly different than I do with this, but I do the same thing. And I'm so excited now, because when I'm doing consults, even if it's a ribbon I don't have, I can use it. And I'm just excited to play around with this summer and see what Ray and I can come up with, just as some new things. So while I'm holding this in my hand, that reminds me that my Imprint ones, I don't do it as much with these, because I pretty much know if this is Reliant or McGinley. I can feel it, or I just kind of know. But sometimes I'll forget where I order my Imprint. Did I get it from Bernie? Did I get it from Melissa at L&M? Did I get it from Mums R Us? So what I usually do is I'll put that on the back of it, and then that'll help me with that. So those are my color cards, and this is my most exciting new thing. So what I'm going to do for my mom business owners, because I get questions all the time, like, how did you get your logo on there? I'll show you me just putting this together real quick, and then I'll do a Design Space, just real quick tutorial on how I do that. And I think that will be it for now. I hope everybody has enjoyed our first unboxing video. If you want to see more unboxing videos, please hit the thumbs up button and let Rain and I know that that's something you would be interested in. And just another reminder for my senior girls, I have a feeling, because this is on video, if you are absolutely in love with this, you should go ahead and place your order. I already have a school that soft pink and both of my purples that I have in stock are gone. And if you order early, we also can order anything that's on those color cards. So just a little reminder to my girls there, don't leave it until the end of the summer. And actually, HOCO dates are starting to come out. We do have some for the DFW area on our website, but they are starting to come out, and a lot of them are early. Even like my schools that have been October are now in September. And again, this is 2024 when this video is filmed, and that may be totally different, but we do update every year as we can find them, our homecoming dates. So let me put this away. While I'm getting my Design Space ready, I'll show you just a quick video on how to put this together. I appreciate you doing our unboxing video, and Mom Friends, make sure to stick around for my very first Design Space tutorial. Please be patient with me. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a square. Choose a square, and then you'll have to unlock it and choose 1.5 by 3 rectangle. Next, you'll grab a circle, and I usually do it 0.55 inches, and I turn it white so that I can move it in there. And then I'm going to align it by grabbing both of them and going up and choosing align horizontal. Next, you'll go down and hit the slice button, and that will create the circle for Cricut to cut. You can get rid of the 2 extra slices. Now we're going to duplicate it. Once you duplicate it, I like to flip it horizontally. I do it this way so that I know that the circles will line up when it's combined. Once they're all lined up, we're going to align them again horizontally, and then we'll hit the unite button. I always like to use unite instead of weld so that I can undo it if needed. Then I'm going to grab my logo. If it's already on your screen, you'll have to bring it to the front. And then once you get it kind of where you want it, I align everything horizontally again. And then I choose everything and I change the card to white. That way, when it prints, it will stay white. Then you will go over to the bottom and flatten it. Don't worry, your circles will still be there. Let me hide my instructions and I'll show you what we'll do next. I usually can get 6 on an 8.5 by 11. I like to use heavy cardstock so that it will last for a long time. I'm going to send it to my printer. That's it, friends. Thanks for joining us today. Make sure to hit that bell if you want to be notified the next time we upload a video. Happy creating!